Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I've posted a video about lightsabers. This came this week in time for my daughter's 7th birthday. I ordered it actually 3 years ago. It was supposed to be here last year, but there was an overrun because there's an issue with one of the guys that Will Ling, as in Divinity Custom Sabers, had subcontracted out the etching to. That subcontract company went out of business, and getting the thing back, and then Will doing the etching himself, uh, well, it cost a year. Anyways, this is a beautiful floral etch. This is a KR Regis saber. There's this inscription here that says, "For my Princess Abigail, to remind you that I am your father, and my love will be with you always and forever." There's something really special about the saber that you will not find on any other KR Regis saber. This is a double button, and this is the auxiliary switch. This is a 3-button KR Regis sabers. It has the master chassis. The master chassis has only enough pins for 2 buttons. The auxiliary switch gets its own normal pin. These 2 buttons are on the same pin, but there's a little circuit. That pin leading to free 3 rather than the normal power on pin is in the middle of the circuit. It is it's going to measure voltage. On one end of the circuit, between, I think, power and free 3 is, when I say free 3, I mean the 3.3 volts, between 3.3 volts and the free 3 pin. Sorry, I got this backwards. Yeah, that's right. No, I'm forgetting the design of the circuit, but free 3 in the middle. One end has a single resistor. The second, between the other and, like, say, the return or ground, there is 2 circuits in parallel, and they are actually the 2 resistors, the switch plus a different resistor for each switch in parallel. And so that when you press both buttons, it has the lowest resistance of that section. You get 1 voltage. Press the top button, you've got a different resistance, a different voltage. Press the bottom, you get a different voltage, and then the 4th voltage is when they're both off. Also in parallel with the switches is a capacitor to eliminate bounce. So I need to write a little A to D analog to digital converter to pick up those 4 different voltages and turn them back into 2 logical switches. That can be done in combination. Now, one other thing. Why would I do that? Well, because I've got something very special on this master chassis. And I will show you what it is.
How we looking, BD?
That is the optional second crystal. Normally, on the KR Regis Master chassis, there's a rotating plasma gate in that top point part where the top crystal is. And that is fragile. It means you cannot use KR Master chassis crystal in a saber that you're going to actually use for, like, well, in my daughter's case, whacking her brothers with. So I had talked to the Goth Sabers guy, and he said, yeah, it makes sense to have an option for a second crystal instead of the rotating plasma gate. So he did do it. He made the part. I ordered the part. I think I'm the only one who's ordered that second crystal part. And why? This gets back to why there is that double button. When you're looking at in lore, when you have a double crystal, you're able to change the blade length. And what this will do, when you press both buttons, it's your turn on, turn off. It's a single button press, or hold if you press hold. But when you tap the top button, it is going to make the illuminating section of the blade longer. You tap the bottom one, then it's going to make it shorter. Hold to scroll down, hold to scroll up. That's how it works. And that is why I had to design that second circuit. So big shout out to Will Ling, Divinium Custom Sabers. And the guy who actually installed this is Brian Lynn. The install was that circuit. Will, not electrical engineer. He knows enough to do the standard install. This was a little beyond him. No fault on him. This is a first of kind. Brian was the one who was able to make this work. Shout out to both of you. Thank you so much.